Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day anyway. Utmost apologies that I'm being uploaded on the channel really. Just wanted to take a little break anyway. I'm back for all the daily Liverpool news, but most importantly I've had the time to think as well. And maybe if let me know your thoughts if I put a lot more football content out there as well, not just limit myself to Liverpool, even though that would be the most important part of this channel. But I will be discussing a bit about the Newcastle, them sacking Rafford anyway. It's something that I'm really passionate about. Got a lot of Newcastle friends anyway, and I want to gauge from the general public in terms of their opinions on the sacking and what really is happening up there in Newcastle anyway. So let me know your thoughts if you would very much appreciate a bit more football content anyway. But as I said, Liverpool news and anything related to Liverpool will be the main priority on this channel, as it always will be. The main bit of transfer news that is more or less concrete really is Sepp van der Berg, the young Dutch centre-back. He's 17 years old anyway. He's from PEC Zwolle. Hopefully I've said that right. Apologies if you haven't anyway. They play in the Dutch Eredivisie. He's made 4 appearances for the under-19s and registering 2 goals on the international stage for the Netherlands. 15 appearances in the Dutch league anyway. He's a young lad, and it looks around his market value is in and around £2 million anyway. But Liverpool are looking very much to do a deal for the young Dutch centre back, who is probably been recommended by Virgil van Dijk anyway, because he's very him being his main position centre back anyway. Virgil van Dijk, he will know who is coming up in the Dutch ranks anyway, and I'm pretty sure he's very much recommended him to Jurgen Klopp and Michael Edwards anyway. But he's very much at a similar level as what I've been reading into the player anyway. Very much at a similar level of Joe Gomez. That I'd be very excited if that is the case anyway. But he's very highly rated in Holland anyway, and you very much see him having a big future in the national team anyway. But obviously you've got the Matthias de Ligt. Yeah, he's the player that we all want to sign anyway. But I tell you what, when we cast our minds back to us before we all brought in Andy Robbo and Liverpool signed a whole left back, everyone was like, why are we signing this whole left back? Obviously, we all do trust Jurgen Klopp, but it's very much reminiscent of what Michael Edwards is all about. He's very good in his recruitment, and if we did bring in this young Dutch lad anyway, I think it'd be a very good coup anyway. There's talk of him very much slightly easing him into the first team, but he will be getting put into the under-21s if we do sign him anyway. But he's got the potential, if he is at that level of Joe Gomez, to very much bring fresh competition to those centre-back areas. And I tell you what, I'm excited if we do sign this. But it's originated from the Liverpool Echo, and a lot of obviously news outlets have been talking about it. But it is expected to get completed over the next couple of days. Going to the Nicolas Pepe transfer news and the Timo Werner and the Bruno Fernandes transfer news, really, everyone. That's why I was getting sick and tired really of just looking constantly at all the rumours online. You pick up all the newspapers, Liverpool getting linked with, apart from Lionel Messi and Ronaldo, we were getting linked with every single player in world football, obviously off the back of the Champions League final win, which is great. But I want to know your thoughts really in terms of Liverpool. We don't need to do a lot of transfer targets anyway. We don't need to do a lot of transfer business, in my opinion, everyone. But let me know your thoughts. Where are the areas that you think Liverpool do need to strengthen? Obviously, Alberto Moreno has been getting linked with Villarreal, and there'll be a whole host of Spanish teams chasing his signature. You might laugh and be like, it's Alberto Moreno, but he's a very good attacking fullback, and he very much suits the Spanish league anyway. I would have expected him to go back to Seville anyway, but we can, in the next couple of days, he has been favourably linked with Villarreal, so we'll watch that space anyway. But the areas, so we would need to cover for left back. James Milner can play left back. Trent can play left back if needs be. Fabinho was very versatile, played right back, started his career there, can cover for centre back as well. We've got the Ox coming back, Ryan Brewster, could this be his breakthrough season? Ryan Kent, Harry Wilson. Is it up to them? Will Jurgen Klopp look at those players and be like, yeah, right, it's up to you to very much cement your first team place this coming season? Obviously, the lads are in Copa America action and the AFCON competition anyway. Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, best of luck, and Naby Keita as well. Best of luck to you lads anyway, and Bobby playing for Brazil. He's playing very well, as we've all been watching him anyway, but it's up to those players that I've mentioned before to step up, and they don't have a pre-season really, that they don't have the opportunity. Jurgen Klopp, he gives players an opportunity at the football club, whether if they are going out the door. He's not a manager to very much kick you out of the door anyway, but if you have really wound him up, he will very much kick you out the door, like he did with Sakho anyway. It was very publicised what Mamadou Sakho behind closed doors was not very good in terms of his behaviour at the football club, and that's not what he wants. But in terms of Harry Wilson and the lads, Ryan Brewster, it's great. Pre-season period of time will be very important to Jurgen Klopp. He'll ask himself most importantly, but he'll ask his coaches, are these players going to be good enough for next season? But you got, as I mentioned, the Ox. He was missing for huge chunks of last season anyway. He's going to be coming back anyway. Ryan Brewster, Divock Origi, how he bounces back anyway. I'm pretty sure he will be at the football club. I'm excited really to see how he pushes on for next season. I've seen some links of him getting linked away, but it'd be absolutely ridiculous to let him go. He's just helped us win the Champions League, and I tell you what, I'm excited to see Origi develop. We've not seen a lot of his potential breakout, but over the next couple of seasons, I'm very much, and hopefully this season, bags 20 goals. I would absolutely love that. But would you like us to go and sign a Timo Werner? As we have talked about on this channel, or would you want to sign a big name? Jovic has moved to Real Madrid for £50 million. That could have been a good, decent deal, but Real Madrid, it's alright always wanting these players. Yet we're European champions. We could rock up to any negotiations with Jurgen Klopp carrying the European Cup in his hand and saying, do you want to join Liverpool? But there's a lot of big clubs recruiting this summer. Manchester United, Manchester City. It's talk of Cancelo, the Juventus right back, going to Manchester City to provide cover, competition really, for Kyle Walker if they don't need any more right backs. It's absolutely mental how many players they can do. Basically, City and PSG just like to sign players to stop other rivals signing players. That's how mental it is. But I tell you what, this Liverpool crop of players got 97 points last season, and if they can do that again, I tell you what, we'll be in for a shout of a Premier League title anyway. But it's going to be exciting. Yeah, it's not great that we're watching other rivals sign players, but I tell you what, we all believe in Jurgen Klopp. We believe in Michael Edwards, because they've not put a foot wrong in the transfer window anyway. And if we are going to sign young players like this, albeit I trust in Jurgen Klopp, and yeah, we're not getting linked to it. I do not believe we're going to sign Pepe for £80 million or 70, 60, whatever the rumoured transfer fee is for it anyway. Yet we do need cover for those attacking areas. I will agree on that. But to go and splash 70, 80 million pounds on a player who's only played, it's really been his breakout season in the French football anyway, and you look at the quality of the French league, yet it's not anywhere near the standard of the Bundesliga, La Liga or the Premier League. Yet there's been the odd exception, obviously Hazard and Zlatan when he come into the Premier League as well. They played well, and there's going to be a lot more players anyway that you go back in the history books anyway that have come from French football, come to the Premier League and played great. But I don't believe Pepe is £80 million worth of player. Yeah, he's a great player. I've not seen a lot of him. I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched every single match of him. But any player can look good on YouTube if you look at him on YouTube anyway as well. But it'll be interesting to see where we do. We will be recruiting, but we might need one more attacking player really, because Jurgen Klopp, he's got Shaqiri there as well. You've got Brewster and you've got Ryan Kent and Harry Wilson. If those players are going to come into the starting 11, then they will have a say in terms of next season. I want us to take the FA Cup and the Capital One Cup, or whatever you want to call it, Carabao Cup, a lot more competitive. I want us to at least give it a go and very much get some more trophies into the cabinet anyway, because last season it was great to get the big Al Champions League, but I want us to bring a lot more than the Champions League. I want to be greedy, but Jurgen Klopp will want to build on what he done last season. It's very hard to build, especially in the Premier League terms. 97 points, everyone, 97 points, and we didn't win the league. But I tell you what, slight improvements. Yeah, we could score a bit more goals, but I tell you what, that'd be a bit greedy to ask this Liverpool team to do that again. But we expect it. But I tell you what, this team is fantastic and has got good enough players to very much challenge for another Premier League title again. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on all the transfer news, rumours and everything. If you've got any other transfer news that I haven't talked about today and you want to talk about in the comment section below as well, make sure you do drop that in the comment section, and I will be replying to you, and we could talk about it tomorrow anyway. But let me know what your thoughts are on me talking about other football news really, and news going on in and around the Premier League anyway. But as always, thank you very much for the support, and apologies, as I said at the beginning of the show, I will be trying to pump a lot more content out anyway. Sometimes life does take over YouTube. I wish I'd done this for a job. I really, really do. But sometimes work, priorities, family life and everything does take away. So apologies anyway, everyone. But I'm pretty sure you do understand. But hopefully have a lovely rest of your day, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow for another video. You never walk alone. And see you later, everyone. Have a good day.